turn around to get to a medicine cabinet. Before I can move, I hear a gasp behind me.
Hola.
Oh, what the fuck? Oh no.
Listen here, Hunter. It's not what it looks like. Maya is still quite alive.
I didn't kill Maya. Those other two,
I found her lying in front of my dorm, and I took her here where I found the other two. I'd recommend you get the others so that we can properly address Maya's wounds and begin the investigation into Kakarot and Bloodcock's murder.
You seriously think I'll just leave you alone with her? What, so you can finish the job? I'll stay here, you go get the others.
See,
Wait,
puppy.
I just told you what happened. Do you
Right,
think
he
I would
thinks I did
seriously
it?
just kill Maya and then be like, "What? No, she was dead the whole time."
Very well, my lord. I'll be back with the others. I suggest you begin vaping.
I begin going to every room and
Way
knocking
ahead of
on the
you.
doors, telling them to gather in the nurse's office. Eventually I make my way back along with the others.
Holy shit.
More bodies. Is Maya dead?
No, she's not dead, and I'm fairly certain she hated you. However, she was seriously injured. Doctor things.
I can try. I'm not a doctor, but whatever. I'm
I
literally
really
just a guy
don't
who
know what you are.
makes drugs. Like,
Kuchi rushes over to Maya's body, which Hunter is hovering over. A few more people filter in. Oh no! More dead meat! Jesus Christ, Tomoko, 2 people are fucking dead and Maya was injured. Man, I didn't think anyone would have the guts to kill more than 1 person.
Bloodcock.
one of my
Kakarot.
voices a case
Maya.
has gotta die.
Then one last person walks in.
Holy fucking shit, I killed them all. Kakarot? Brr.
Suddenly,
What if
Leona goes quiet
Hold
and she
on.
looks down.
Theory. What
Yeah.
if somebody tried to kill Maya? What if she tried to kill Maya to get out of here with Kokuna? And then she shows up here and finds out that the person that she wanted to save is dead.
Awkward.
We all watch, unsure of what to do. Nobody makes a move. Then someone moves. Ash wraps his arms around the crying Leona and accepts the random act of sympathy. She buries her face in his chest. Everyone stares in surprise shock. Even I have to admit that I didn't expect this. Leona sobs as Ash pats her back, contrasting his actions. He still has that same annoyed look on his face. Everyone stands around watching Leona sob into Ash's chest until someone else appears.
I knew he was coming, yet I'm still infuriated at his arrival.
So what's the deal with the double murders? Is there some kind of different procedure?
Nope.
What if there were 2 killers, like different people did it?
But what about the other one?
Okay, that's interesting. So,
Yeah.
one of those murderers will probably get away with it.
Yep.
What about Maya? What's with her? That's 10.
But without Maya, we're useless fuckers.
I hope that during the trial they're just like, so like, did anyone see anything? No, and then it's just quiet.
It's just silent for like 30 minutes. Maya's literally the only one in this group that does anything ever.
Her back must have snapped from carrying. That's probably why the knife didn't kill her. Her back stopped it.
Her back's
Yeah.
too strong.
She's practically half turtle.
Leona's now standing with everyone else, albeit with tears in her eyes.
Don't worry, we can do this with or without Maya.
Not to
Aren't
mention,
you the retard who suggested the suicide last trial?
not to mention, no, that was Ash. Not to mention, the killer is also probably the one that did this to her. This trial is for her too.
And I believe in my crew. Just because one person is gone doesn't mean we're gonna fail.
If you do the math, 3 people are gone.
This is so inspiring. Now I want to solve the mystery.
We can do this.
Seems as if everyone has found their determination to solve the mystery. Now we need to actually do the solving. Up until now, we've relied on Maya's uncanny intuition, but now that she's unconscious, we'll have to play Pac-Man ourselves. I have to help as much as I can. Begin to search when Hunter approaches me. Hope you don't think I'm just gonna let you run off and do whatever.
Oh boy, I have a lackey to carry my school books. Hooray!
I'll be keeping an eye on you until the trial.
Fuck off, but alright.
Looks like I'm gonna have to babysit Hunter.
I'm assuming you
Oh god, the meat wad.
That would be correct.
Meatwad Kuma.
Here you go, a Meatwad Kuma.
I open up the meat wad file and begin reading.
The victims are blood astronomy.
He was CP.
Kakarot's time of death was 11:30 p.m. and Bloodcock's time of death was 11:40 p.m.
So Chet died pretty soon after Kokona.
I'm guessing
No shit, that's what I just said. Congrats, you know.
someone
you know
killed
how to
Kokona in here, and then Chet walked in on them
He was like,
covering
"Oh,
the
can I
body.
bad
And
day?"
just,
Causes of death unspecified.
Great.
I would want to spoil the meat rod. Silence, Meatwad.
Silence, Bran.
she's gonna be out for a while, but she's gonna survive. I've stopped the bleeding and disinfected the wounds and given her a bunch of morphine.
She's gonna
So
be
she's
fucking
gonna be good to
drunk. She
go.
won't know who she is.
She won't even know which way is up. She'll probably think she killed Chet.
Hell, I wish
It'll
I
probably
could.
hurt like a bitch though, so I'm sure I'll make sure to leave some painkillers for her.
That's good to hear. If you're the one taking care of her, I know she's in good hands.
You guys
You're
are
a
so
bunch
gay.
of queers.
Gay? Well, I suppose there is one thing. I checked Kokona and Chet's bodies, and the wounds with the most blood flow seem to indicate stabbing. Are you a forensic scientist? But Maya's wounds indicate more of a slashing motion. I don't know if that means anything, but it's definitely something.
Well, ain't that some shit? Thank you, Coochie.
No prob. Yeah, I think they were killed. I think Maya was attacked by a different person than
Yeah.
the person who
Yeah.
killed the other two.
Hunter, do you notice anything
That one was me.
suspicious about this room?
The dead bodies?
No, you bumbling imbecile. Look at the floor.
What about it?
It's completely clear of blood. Look, you can see traces of blood dripping off the beds, but no traces of blood falling to the floor.
Oh yeah, I guess you're right. Do you think whoever did it might have cleaned the floor?
No, you bumbling imbecile. They were probably stabbed on the beds.
I begin to look through the cabinets to see if there's anything suspicious.
Well, this looks important and
Oh, but
suspicious.
Giant knife. What is it?
It's a giant knife.
Inside the cabinet are two bloody tarps. They seem to have been thrown in haphazardly, as if the person who put them there were trying to get rid of them as soon as possible. That's definitely suspicious.
I don't think it's anything to get all wild up over.
Yeah, let's forget it. Oh yeah, there's something you should probably know.
You're gay.
So 2 nights ago, I told Maya that she should probably apologize to you about the whole thing. Figured that you would be too stubborn, so I told her that if she wanted to fix things, she would have to make the first move.
I think I saw something that might be important.
What is it?
Yesterday I saw Kakarot slipping something on his door. It might have been a note or something.
It said kill Maya and we'll get out
No.
of here together.
And she didn't knock. Nope, just slipped it under and left.
Thanks.
Leona, you were so close to Kakarot. Do you know what she was doing before she was stabbed to death? I haven't seen her since yesterday morning. She wasn't even acting with anything. Is that it? Oh, yeah, of course.
I didn't do anything.
One of you is the fucking liar.
Well, I mean, it's accurate to say that she didn't see her.
Looks like this room is messed up too.
Looks like someone slashed the table with blood and the floor's covered in broken glass? That's interesting.
Be careful not to get cut.
I'm wearing shoes, you chocolateite.
He's called a chocolatite?
Yes, you're a chucklehead and a troglodyte. Have you found anything suspicious?
Nothing that you haven't already found.
Thank you. Very cool.
I do like her. I think she's one of my favorite
Yeah.
characters still alive.
Who is
Yeah,
the
cool.
sailor?
Navy officer girl.
Yeah, best girl. I'm biased though.
No, it's clearly the.
But none of them most.
She is probably the cutest one here. She's a cutie.
Absolutely.
None of them.
I would let her
Everyone
strangle me.
kills for different reasons.
Yeah.
It's just completely random. What are you doing out here, Caesar?
You chat's room.
What's in there?
Let's just say the CP over the door is not
Oh
lying.
no! Oh fuck! Jesus Christ!
Let's just say, don't bring a black light in there.
blood cock, blood cock.
What?
As soon as we step into Chet's room, we can see the issue. Jesus, someone. Oh, hold on. Jesus, someone fucked this place up. Hey, check this out.
What is
It's a hammer and a knife.
Oh, the old 1-2. Yes, I see. Any blood?
I mean, they were both in this water, so they're covered in bloody water.
Oh, Pog.
Hey, check this out. The water
Oh,
tank is
shit.
busted. That must be why the floor is covered in water and broken glass. Make sure you watch your step.
I'm not an idiot hunter. I'm still wearing shoes. Is Kakarot's room this bad?
Nope, I checked it and it looks pretty much untouched. The only dorm room that's really messed up is this one.
Chet was killed inside his room, which means he was targeted specifically.
Well, there's also
Did-
like glass and water. Like, wasn't there like broken glass at that ceremony room? Did he break it and then bring it to there and kill someone? Try to kill someone?
I bet they fucking wrapped Chet up in the tarp, dragged him up to the ritual room, and just fucking murdered him with the glass.
It looks
Now,
like
my guess
something major
is-
happened in Chet's room.
They killed Chet in here, wrapped him in a tarp, dragged him to the nurse's office, and then killed Coconut in the coconut
No, because he
That's
died.
in the,
He died. After
like,
Kokona.
ritual
did.
Yeah,
room
sure.
or whatever it is.
He died after Kokona, though.
So it's the opposite order, but whatever, same difference.
Blood is splattered throughout the room, and some furniture looks like it has been moved. So something must have happened here, right? Wow, we've got a modern Sherlock Holmes over here. Of course something happened here, dumbass. Can you not see the blood?
That's actually quite fair. What the fuck is wrong with you, Hunter? Tomato, do you know anything?
Well, I might know how the killer got into Chet's room. What do you
Because
mean?
I've used this method to steal his blood.
Do you remember how I took an itsy bitsy bit of Chet's blood a while back?
Yeah, it was pretty funny. I gotta hand it to you, actually.
Well, I still do it, only this time it's voluntary. What?
Okay.
He said that he's fine with me taking blood as long as I don't take too much. He really was a good kid. So he volunteered to give blood for whatever it is you do? Yep, and that's why he kept his door unlocked at night. He kept his door unlocked at night? Yep, like I said, he's a sweet kid. I'll have to do a seance later and chat him up.
Oh,
No Satanist, GF.
I actually kind of don't hate her anymore.
She makes fun of Chet.
Oh my god, I throw it in my
Jesus Christ!
I thought
I
that
like
was
that
Kokona's
her
room.
her room spells fuck.
And here's the scene I found when I woke up.
Oh yeah, wasn't Maya right in front of your door?
Yeah, it was a bit concerning, really. Anyway,
Rude,
yeah,
isn't
she... Bit of a... It's in pretty poor form, Gov.
I can't imagine. Looks like it's covered in blood too. Is that
Already
everything?
murdered 2 people, bit rude, isn't it?
I guess, can we look in here? No, okay. Is that not her name? Maybe it's something else. No.
No, I think she's the KK.
Yeah,
Imagine if
KK
there was a
Slider.
middle name.
Coco's.
It's almost
Can we
time.
really figure it out without Maya?
I can, probably. Not you, though. Moira's been the one to carry us right now, and she just threw her back. So I suppose it's time for her team to nut up and solve
Nut
the
up.
case. We don't have anyone holding us down anymore. Chet has been killed.
Yeah,
We
we're
can
free.
do this. We are free. The wicked Chet is dead. Maya may be recovering, but we are thriving. So let's go in there and suck some dick. We have to do it, and it would win. It would be really cool. I'm monologuing. Yes.
You're right. I'm not gonna sit around anymore. I may not be as smart as you two, but I can help as much as I can. When Maya wakes up, I want her to be proud of us. So let's
If
do
there's
this.
one thing you understand, it's pride, Hunter.
The time draws. The time draws near, and we all gather. Eventually, we're all led into the trial room. Oh man, we are.
Like 8 people.
He
There's
keeps looking
literally
like Ash
9.
has a fucking bulge. He's got some fat nuts. All right, theory right now. Who did it? I think I
Well,
agree
it's gotta
that
be somebody who has someone they
I'm
want to
feeling
take with them.
manga. I think it's manga.
I think I agree with Manga Girl stabbing Maya. I don't know if she did the whole
Yeah.
thing.
Okay, that's
Yeah, I
fair.
think she stabbed Maya to attempt to take Kokona with her. She
Yeah.
wanted to kill Maya, and she had no idea that the other murders were happening.
I feel like it's Caesar, maybe.
Maybe I don't know. He's too mysterious. I feel like there's still more plot points for him to handle.
Who does Caesar want to take with him, though?
The
No, I
sailor.
think he just wants to kill someone.
Yeah.
We all look around at each other. One of us is hiding their crime, and it's our task to discover the who did it. And Maya walks in in the middle of the case. So it begins. A deadly attack. A deadly lie. A deadly trial. A deadly fry. I'll overcome it.
Come.
No.
Hey, everybody, you got a trial. Oh, here's the murders
come
of those
on.
bitches. Yes, okay, next. So where do we start?
No, she wasn't KK. She was KT.
Oh, okay.
Last time we were able to stop into my ass to stop saying dumb shit.
Fuck off.
How about this? We talk around the place the boy found.
I can get behind that.
I bet you can, smartass. Okay, location bodies are discovered.
It's time for the real trial to begin. Okay.
So the bodies were in the nurse's office, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm. I remember that's where I first saw them. I think Maya was found somewhere else, but she was moved to the nurse's office so that we can take care of her wounds.
True.
Yeah.
My only 2 characters left. Yes, sir, I took care of her with my own 2 hands. She'll be better before we know it.
So the bodies were found in the nurse's office. That must mean that's where they were murdered, right? Nope.
No, stupid.
They weren't killed in the nurse's office. I have reason to believe they were killed somewhere else and moved to the nurse's office. There was an area that seemed far more suspicious to me.
And where would that be?
Chet's room.
For both of them?
Ceremony.
The ceremony room. I think it might have been,
Oh,
knowing
no,
that they were
never
killed in the
mind.
ceremony room,
Shit,
I'd say it might be
Tyler.
Tomiko.
I guess I eat shit, yeah.
Chet's room. His room was pretty messed up.
But that doesn't make sense.
How so?
I'll tell you how so. The idea that the bodies were moved is dumb. That is, unless the killer had telekinesis.
Just spit it out.
The blood would have gotten all over the halls.
Nope.
Are you saying that there's a way they could have done it?
We found bloody tops in the medical room.
The fucking vents.
They used tops that Hunter and I found in the nurse's office.
There are tarps involved? I should have known.
Wait, tarps? What the fuck's a tarp? In one of the cabinets in the nurse's room, there were 2 tops covered in blood.
Isn't that the thing where a guy dresses up as a girl?
Yes, tops are gay. So that means they were killed in Chet's room. I believe that is most
I believe
likely
Chet was a
possibility, yes.
tarp.
So what now? Do we move our focus to Jet's room?
Oh, it's the murder weapon.
Yeah, let's talk about the murder weapon. Or weapons? Since 2 people died, maybe there's more than 1 weapon. I guess that gives us a reason to talk about it.
Guess we're going to discuss the murder weapon now. I need to think about what we found in Chet's room.
I don't really remember any obvious murder weapons.
There were a few things in Chet's room that seemed like they could be weapons. There was a hammer.
Yeah.
Smash, smash! There was a knife. Okay.
Slash.
Oh, no. No.
So you're saying it was a knife?
That's correct. The knife matches best with Coconut and Chet's wounds.
She's right. I checked out their wounds and they looked really stabby. But Maya's was a bit different.
I agree. Based on the description you gave of Mayonnaise's wound, I believe that the weapon wasn't the knife. I think that Mayo had been attacked with a shard of glass.
That makes sense. She was apparently attacked way after Kokona and Chet were killed, which probably would have been after the killer left Chet's room.
But why they became a shard of glass?
Maybe they brought it with them just in case they were caught. That way, if someone sees them, they can attack that person.
What do you mean by pushing it?
Okay, so the two-person rule is in this
Yeah.
game. So you didn't tell us all the rules?
What's the most dumbass thing you've ever heard? Are there any other rules we need to worry about?
Maybe. So, what happens if someone exceeds the two-person murder limit?
Taro Meatwad.
So, if Maya died, they would have been executed by Meatwad? Yes, Meatwad gets to Meatwad.
Oh yeah, that is stupid.
Why did you do that voice? Because it's Meatwad, I imagine just Super Meat Boy.
I used the knife to kill some people. Let me grab the broken glass to defend myself in case I get caught.
Good call.
I mean, that doesn't make any more sense than any other
Thank
theory.
you, Meatwad. Meatwad. You just confirmed that the killer is one person. Meatwad. Meatwad. Fuck Meatwad. Fuck me, twat. Now that we know the killer is one person, thanks to Meatwad, our most credible source, we can continue on that basis unless Meatwad...
He also confirms that whoever stabbed Maya was the same person who killed the other two.
Yep. Why don't we discuss the circumstances behind the victim's presence in Chet's room? We can assume that Chet was in his room simply because, well, that's his room. Coconut was likely sleeping with him out of pity.
Out of pity, he got a one pity titty.
Could she have been lured by the killer? Was she and Chet fucking? Could it be possible that we're wrong and she was killed somewhere else?
I wonder who did it.
Once we figure out why Coconut was in Chet's room, we may find out who killed both of them.
Leona seems to be acting suspicious. Maybe she knows something. So does anyone know what Kokona was doing in Chet's room? Did anyone else see her?
Maybe she was talking to him about something.
What could they be talking about?
Caesar's Meatwad now?
They're all Meatwad, always have to.
Are you suggesting that Kokona would take Chet with her if she murdered someone? I didn't know her super well, but wasn't she pretty close to Leona? I feel like Kokona would take her.
Hey, speaking of Leona, maybe she knows something. Hey, Leona, do you know anything?
They were fucking.
No one would ever fuck Chet.
Are you sure? Are you sure? No one would ever fuck Chet. Sure about what? You claim that they was fucking, but someone else claims otherwise. I'm telling you, I never saw you say. She telling the truth.
That's true, you didn't see her.
You're right. You didn't see her, but you did receive something from her. According to Oliver, Kakarot
She's
slipped
slipping
a
into me
note
now.
under your door. Is this true?
Just tell us, Leona, we need anything to help us move forward.
Whoa, it's
fucking
Kokona
great.
delivered you a note? That's
Oh,
whack!
I'm excited. What was on it?
Carrot cake. Told me she was going to murder Chet.
Woo! Based.
Base.
Everyone went silent for a few seconds as it set in.
Everyone just cheers. Hey!
Yeah! Whoa.
She what?
Dude, Pog.
Dude, what would happen if we murdered Chet?
A murder-suicide? There has to be more to it than that.
She told me that she was going to murdered Chet since he seemed like a fucking prick.
Wait, since he seemed like she could take him out without risk.
Yes, that. And she said that she would take me with her and we'd jump rope on Chet's entrails.
Did you not try to stop her?
God, no.
But why? Why'd you try and stop her? Goddamn.
Leona, do you still have the note with you? See. Could you read it
She's
for?
Maya.
They might help us get more of a grasp on the case. Okay.
Leona pulls out a crumpled piece of paper out of her pocket, then straightens it out in front of her.
Yo, bitch ass. You don't deserve to be here. Oh, sorry.
You don't deserve to be here. Before I met you, I was involved in a world full of people who only cared about keeping up appearances and maintaining a carefully composed image. You changed everything. You were one of the few people I've met who was truly genuine to others, and to yourself. You weren't afraid to show other people your true colors. And those colors are the most vivid, beautiful, this is some gay shit, array of colors I've ever seen. You're a kind, wonderful person. That's why you can't be here. Someone like you doesn't deserve to be locked up in a place like this. I know you're not the type of person to kill someone, but I can't let you rot here. So I'll do it. I'm going to go after Chet. I'm going to go in his room and kill him with a hammer I got from the storage room. I don't think he'll be able to put up much of a fight. I know you don't want me to do this, but everyone else does, and I want them to like me. And I suppose it's not entirely selfish. I want to get out of here, too. I want to get out of here with you, and kill Chet.
I can't believe they killed my boy Squidward. Someone's catch SpongeBob.
Not Squidward. You've taught me that I don't have to put up walls, and that I can let down my guard. Every moment I've spent with you has made me learn so much about the world and about myself. I want to have moments like that for the rest of my life. I don't want to have to waste away in here. Well, you don't have to.
This is a long note.
You deserve to do great things, and if I have to kill to allow that, then I suppose I have no choice. In this essay, I will. See you soon.
This essay, I will now show you every reason why you deserve to live.
Sincerely, Kakarot.
We all stand around in silence.
She
Wrote
died
her fucking book.
for me.
If I had found her and stopped her, I would have prevented
You
everything.
have impregnated everyone. Hey, yo, slow down there. I don't see how the two are connected.
Her jaw edges and a fucking egg tube comes out of her mouth. Kiana, how much of that shit did you write in after the fact to make yourself look better? But anyway, point finger time. Who did the murders? If someone killed both Kakarot and Chat, it's our goal to discover the true killer and avenge those who died. So now that we have this new piece of evidence, we know something new. What is it? Carrot Cake did not kill Chet, and she didn't kill herself.
What makes you say that?
Because she
the
couldn't.
Same person who killed them stabbed Maya.
And in the note to Leonard, Kakarot mentions the murder weapon she planned on using a hammer. Neither Chef nor Kakarot showed signs of blunt force trauma, only stab.
So what does that mean?
They were
interrupted.
interrupted.
Someone else planned on killing Chef because he's the easy target.
Carrot Cake's murder plan was interrupted. Interrupted? Correct. The hammer that was mentioned in the letter was still at the crime scene. And it's impossible for it to have been planted because the only one who knew about the hammer was Leonard.
Fucking, like, Kokono gave her the whole, like, clue. I will kill Chet with the hammer in his room.
So unless is the killer, which may still be a possibility, the hammer had to have been brought by Carrot Top. Which brings us back to the crime scene. If we discuss the crime scene a bit more, it may bring us to the truth.
Hey, I just realized something. I killed
What?
him.
What?
Do y'all remember how the water tank in Chet's room was shattered?
Of course I do. My shoes end up getting soaking wet.
I think the killer might have used the hammer. It must have been used to shatter the glass.
That makes sense. Nothing else in the room really looked like it could have shattered the glass. But why was it shattered in the first place? It seems so freaking unnecessary.
I'm wondering that too.
Then I suppose we know our next conversation topic.
Probably because there was a struggle between the real killer and Kokona, and she had the hammer.
Mm-hmm.
So why was the glass tank shattered? I bet the killer needed to get to the fish. This voice perfectly fits this idiot.
Maybe we had the guy's death wrong.
Are you stupid? Are you dumb? Are you a moron?
I
mean, the scene was pretty bloody. What if they used to clean off? That's why they couldn't move around without alerting suspicion. Oh, yeah,
that's fair.
that makes sense.
I agree. With the amount of blood the killer would have gotten covered.
Wash them feet.
Oh.
But when Emily is talking about splashed into all like August.
Not necessarily using things like Chet's disgusting rags. They could have been able to dry off. Not to mention, they also had a significant amount of time in between the murders and when we found the bodies. They could have easily dried off after cleaning up. So the reason the thing was broken was because they smashed the blood off?
I guess that makes sense. They could go to their room and get a spare outfit, but if they were covered in blood, they would have looked pretty suspicious. That makes sense, but isn't there something else that we haven't really talked about?
What is it?
The ceremony room. It was covered in blood, but we haven't really discussed it.
That's been bothering me too, in all honesty. So why could there possibly be blood in the blood ritual room?
So how did the blood get to the ceremony room?
Maybe it was brought there.
Yes.
The blood was brought there. Yes, and it connects to another strange thing we noticed in the case. Did anyone else notice how there wasn't any blood on the floor in the nurse's office?
Oh yeah, I remember you pointing that out.
It's the fucking top. Oh no, I believe the killer used something like a jar or bottle to collect blood dripping from the tables, which they brought to the ceremony room. But why?
Maybe it was to throw us off track. Good thing we didn't fall for it.
Maybe we could ask the killer themselves, Matthew Patrick.
No, you can't. Please. Did you figure it out?
No, it's simple really. We just have to think about why the killer was in Chef's room. Once you think about who could have known they could simply enter his room, the answer becomes clear.
That is true. Tomiko
Yeah.
is the only one who
was
knew.
it?
Lance around at everyone near me.
The killer was Tomato.
Oh, this is the first time we've done that, right?
Yeah.
It was you, Tomato Fukushima.
Huh?
We need to think about it from a logical perspective. I doubt the killer would go to Chet's room if they didn't think they could get in. They would have had to have known the door would be unlocked. It would have been impossible to convince him to let them in because at that time he was being attacked by Coconut. However, you knew that his door was unlocked because you and Chet had an agreement.
What could you possibly mean by agreement?
You told it yourself, you keep
Are you
blood, you dumb
stupid?
bitch. On certain nights, you would go in and visit him and take his blood, and you knew that his door was unlocked.
That's bogus. Utter horse manure. Those accusations are ridiculous. Where's your proof? Show me the proof.
Normally, this part would be Maya's job, but I suppose I'll go for a round of Pac-Man.
Let me guess. You want me to spell everything out for you so you can shoot me down? Ain't happening, sister.
Oh, leave the spelling to me, wench.
Brr.
I'm going to do this my own way, no Pac-Man at all. You may be hiding behind denial, but I'm going to blind you with the truth.
Give me your best shot. I've always wanted a true battle like this. She really has snapped, hasn't she?
Prepare yourself, Tomato, because I won't back down. Now, Tomato, I'm not going to let you push any more lies forward. Listen here, brother. I'm going to show you my truth. So let me lay down the facts. Oh, God. The first person blood murder was
Coconut.
Coconut. No matter what weapon this person used was hammer. Person went to Chet's room. The person arrived and did not kill Chet. This murder did not involve one person. This in a way was a group effort. Coconut also planned a murder, specifically to kill Chet. The hammer attacked him. Yeah, we know. However, she wasn't able to kill him. This is probably where the true killer comes in. It's Tomato. Person who enters the room was Tomato. Person came with a knife and was planning on taking Chet's blood. Maybe kill it? I don't know.
I think probably was taking blood.
Okay. First person to die was Coconut. Break the tank. That was the part where the true killer comes into play.
That means we got it wrong. Oh.
You came in the room, and when you saw Coconut, you stabbed her in the back, which is where the wound was found. After that, you killed Chet and found yourself as a double murderer. Most victims covered in blood. That's when you used the hammer that Coconut brought. You shattered the water tank and used the water to clean yourself off. Maybe it's the part where you covered it up. After drying off, you got a tarp. After taking the body to the nurse's office, you collected their blood. Finishing up in the nurse's office, you split her blood in the ceremony room. After you attacked Maya. And now begins the cover-up. After killing both Chat and Tomato, and drying off... Wait, no, we're talking to Tomato. That's a typo.
Yeah, I think that might have been.
After killing both Chat and Coconut, and drying off, you went to the storage room to get the tops, which were used to carry both bodies to the nurse's office. In the nurse's room, you used some kind of glass container, such as a jar or bottle, to catch the blood that was dripping from the page. Blood was then taken to the ceremony. Shattered. After that, you left to go back to your room and a piece of glass just in case you needed a weapon. You saw Maya standing in front of my door, and to avoid getting seen, you slashed her in the back, causing her to go unconscious. You have no alibi. The only one that could have reasonably attacked Chet and Tomato. No, you're Tomato, Chet and Coconut. And attacked Maya has to be you. You!
Maybe they originally wrote it that it was Coconut who did it?
I guess.
Oh geez, I guess she really did it.
She's not eventually.
You fucking killed Coconut.
You simpletons!
Oh god, she lost her pupils.
You think I was the killer? Ha, as if I would ever. Don't you know killers are executed, but I, the great Tomoko Fujiwara, cannot die. The dead bend to my command. I would never think so low as to commit such a crime. It's foolish, simply utterly foolish. Jesus, what the fuck is going on with her?
This looks very weird.
It's as if she's possessed.
The hell's going on?
It seems as if you're showing your true colors, bitch.
My true colors? You would love that, wouldn't you? I bet you fancy yourself to be quite the detective. So, is the detective going to spell everything out for me? Just like Maya always did? Just try it. I'll never give in.
I'll do exactly as she did, minus the shitty Pac-Man game. So sit quietly as I spell out the truth. The case starts off with a plan for murder. Her corner decided she would take advantage of the motive and escape with Leonard, and her victim would be Chat. She figured he would be able to fight back. That would be an easy victim, so she took a hammer from the storage room and went to nail him. And when the moment was right, she attacked. However, they were interrupted before Kakarot could strike a killing blow. The true killer came in. They knew that the room would be unlocked because they would occasionally meet Chet and take his blood. The killer saw Kakarot in the room and attacked it. Then, as soon as it killed Coconut right in front of Chat,
Your face.
Whoosh, stab. The killer then turned the knife onto Chat, who had just witnessed the crime. And he, like Coconut, became another further victim. However, by now the killer was covered in blood and would need to take care of the bodies. And the only place they could get water to clean off was from the water tank in the room. Smash!
Smash.
After they dried off, the killer began the process of hiding the crime. They started wrapping the bodies in tops and taking them to the nurse's office. Then they collected blood from the bodies using some kind of glass container, like a bottle or jar. Then and splashed it around, possibly to throw off the investigation. As they finished their plot, they ran into trouble in the form of mayonnaise cantaloupe standing in front of my door. This shocked them, and they realized that if she saw them, they would become immediately suspicious. So they used the shard of glass that they had been carrying and attacked mayonnaise. And that is how the killer was able to kill Coconut and Chat and attack mayonnaise. That
Jojo
person has to be you, Tomato Fujinaraba, this ghost girl.
That doesn't even look like her.
That's a different person.
Why is her hand cloaked in shadow?
I rest my case.
Me what?
The voting booth appears, and we all begin to enter our votes. Tamako remains silent, but all eyes are glancing at her. Eventually, everyone has entered their votes, and the booths disappear.
Me what? Correct.
So she really did it.
I guess I can't say this was a major shocker.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna get behind you.
What's up with him? Oh, fuck. So, Tamako, are we going to get an explanation, or will this just go unexplained, just like pretty much everything else you do?
Bye.
Suppose I should explain. In your summary, you missed a few details, and I can't say I want to go out without some justification. First of all, I never wanted to kill Chet. As hard as this may be to believe, I considered him a close friend. During those bloodletting sessions, I was able to get to know him. He really is a good kid, just naive. I went in expecting a regular meeting, but instead I saw Coconut trying to attack him with a hammer. I had a knife in my hand, and my friend was being attacked, so I did what anybody else would do. I helped him. But Coconut ended up dead. She was lying on the floor, bloody, and Chet was shaking in the corner, staring at me in horror. At this point, I knew there was no way out of what I had done. Tried to reason with him. I told him that if he didn't tell anyone or even help me cover it up, I would bring him with me using the motive. But he refused. I saw what happened to August and Kami. I didn't want that to happen to me. So I did what I had to.
So you're friends with Bloodcock?
I suppose it wasn't a typical friendship, but I trusted him. Chet was the trustworthy person. I'll take my regret in killing someone like him to the grave, along with everything else I've done.
Wow, this is fucking lame. Why do you like Bloodcock?
In a way, yes, but not in the way you'd think.
Why the fuck is it explain?
I am not Tamako Fujiwara. I never was.
Bruh.
Buckle up, because this is a pretty long and hard to believe story.
Oh, God.
For a while, I've been somewhat out of myself. Ever
This is
since
just
we've
a
arrived,
theory.
I felt like I didn't quite belong in my body. Almost as if I was sharing my body with someone else.
She's a ghost.
It's been getting worse and making me increasingly paranoid to the point where I could barely sleep at night. It was the signs of possession. Are you seriously going to try and say you're possessed? Let me finish. After I killed Coconut and Chet, I realized that I had an opportunity. With that much blood, I could perform an extra powerful exorcism, and maybe that would help me get whatever it was out of my head. So I collected their blood and took it to the ceremony room where I performed the exorcism. That's when my revelation occurred. Now, Tamako Fujiwara was a nice girl by all accounts. She loved playing with her friends and drawing and sweets like any other kid.
So she wasn't possessed. She was the ghost possessing.
Well, she done it by childhood.
However, one day something terrible happened. She was walking across the road and an absent-minded truck driver didn't notice her. However, just before the collision, Tamako received a miraculous burst of reflex and strength and jumped out of the way. It's a miracle that she had gotten out with nothing but a few scrapes and bruises, but then something else happened. She fell into a deep sleep and went comatose. Eventually she woke up, and now she was different. She developed an unhealthy obsession with the supernatural and would spend hours reading books about ghosts and demons. Her personality did a complete 180, and she became a creepy girl obsessed with the occult. But that wasn't Tomoko. That was me. And I'm the ghost possessing Tomoko's body.
Okay.
What?
Ghost?
Like Zoinks 4?
Like, no, wait, I was
Say
gonna
it.
say, is this the one time I get to say fuck?
Oh,
Oh.
another time. When she survived that accident, it was because in that moment, when she was closer to death than ever before, she was possessed. I'm not sure who I was, or when I died, but I was floating around and her near-death experience caused a door for me to go through. That coma was just the period where I was adjusting to her body, for I wasn't aware of what I had done. During that period, her memories and her body became mine, but I became the dominant personality. Perhaps deep down, I know what I was, and that's why I became so obsessed with the supernatural. I lived my entire life in someone else's body, unaware of who I really was. But now, in this place of death, where I'm constantly nearing what could be my own end, I felt that this afterlife tugging at me, and I realized my body isn't mine. And at that moment, I faced a dilemma. Do I complete the exorcism and give Tomoko control of her body back, or do I continue to live mine? But I couldn't do that, trapped in here. I resolved myself to escape so that I could give myself the time to make the choice. But in the end, I guess I'll return to the afterlife, and Tomoko will have never lived past her young age. But maybe that's just fate. What the fuck did you just say?
Well, why would she lie?
Believe what you want. I suppose I could just be making things up as a way to cope, but it's real to me, and I want you to know that.
Are you
Feelings
gaslighting
for
us?
her, not real.
What is it? I think I know what I would do.
What is it?
I wouldn't do it.
Why?
I suppose I've become attached to this life. I've traveled the world and I've seen its worst, but it's also its best. I've met people from all walks of life and heard their stories. My parents might not be my own, but they are the ones who raised me. And the body may be borrowed, but the life I lived was my own. To bring the real Tomoko back, a girl who skipped years ahead into a world she doesn't know anymore, I could never do it. I feel horrible knowing that it's my fault. Did MatPat possess her? so is that like the theory? Did MatPat fucking possess this girl? He was trying to,
But this is just a ghost
he
theory.
was trying to figure out how FNAF worked, so Scott Cawthon ripped his soul from his body. I feel horrible knowing that it's my fault that this little girl is trapped away in her own soul, but that gave me a chance to live a life. If I had never possessed her, she would have died. Guess it's fate. And while I'm about to die, I'm happy. I'm happy that I was able to live out my own life.
Yeah, okay, so we gave August like 2 lines and you get a fucking book. Alright, next. Let's meet Wild.
I know many of you were scared of me, but
Yeah, meet Wild killing too.
thank you. I'm glad that I was able to beat Tomoko with all of you.
Let's kill her.
And Tomoko, I'm sorry for never giving you the chance to live. Hope that you get to go to a better place.
Oh, she's kind of right. Tomoko would have just died if she hadn't done what she did.
Tomoko finds herself in the dark execution room. Surrounding her is a huge pentagram drawn with some kind of white material. They in the
That's a pentacle, actually.
A pentacle. Then in the corner, something catches her eye. One of the ends of the star catches on fire. More fires start at the other points of the star, and the flames begin to approach Tomoko. As the flames surround her, sweat forms profusely on her skin. Her eyes are held tight, and she looks terrified. But then, her expression of fear is replaced by one of confusion. She takes on a more innocent expression, as if she suddenly became a different person. Before this new expression can change, the fires consume her. She can't so much as scream as her entire body burns up. Eventually the fire begins to dim, and soon they're gone, leaving nothing but a shriveled, burned corpse. The
So
execution...
this girl was conscious only for being burned alive.
Yeah, she was about to get hit by a truck, and she wakes up. Oh, what the fuck? The execution ends, and we all stand in a circle, shocked.
Do you think she was lying?
At this point, I don't know, man. Tomoko probably had some kind of mental illness. I refuse to believe she was possessed.
Yeah, there's no way she actually saw ghosts. I'm sure she was just, crazy.
Quite frankly, I don't really give a shit either way.
Yeah, I don't know.
Either
I feel like Maya keeps possessing random people now that she's passed out.
I don't care.
What do you mean?
It's not my problem at all. She can kill people, whatever. Can we leave now? He's like, okay, yes, more monologuing. Great. Can we go? Yeah, the life she lived, I suppose I can respect that. Yeah, the lives, we got lives. Live your lives.
I have to disagree. I don't think Chet deserved his life.
A fair exception.
Glad he's dead though.
Yeah, at least he died. That was entertaining.
Well said, bro. Oh, I can't believe we let Chet live that long.
Don't cry because he lived. Smile because he died.
That's right, we hate Chet here.
All my homies
Chet's
hate
still
Chet.
alive though.
Yeah, Chet was a piece of shit. I'm just mad I didn't get to kill him myself.
Yeah, Chet kind of looked like me, but I would have killed him in a heartbeat.
Am I the new Chet now?
So wait, does that mean I'm
Shut
Chet?
up, shut up, Kakota. No.
No,
Oh no, shut up, Leona.
no, Leonard. Oh, fuck you all. I don't care.
This is dumb. You guys realize we just saw someone die, right? That's why we have to hold on to hope. Do you see now, For? We can't just rely on yourself. We're all in it together, so trust us.
I don't think I will.
I don't think that's a lesson you can take away from this.
I'll trust you when the fucking blue-head boy gives us his talent.
There's no doubt about it. Our numbers are dwindling. We need to have faith in those of us that are still alive. Mai is my friend. I realize that now I can't just hold petty grudges against her. So I'll have faith in others. I can trust others. After all, I still have my goal. I have to take down Freedom Academy. What?
What?
Well, I think that's new information.
Wait, why are there... Oh, okay,
I-
never mind. That was just a... That was a visual.
Don't think we were supposed to know that yet.
Alright, that's another chapter, and I think that's where we're going to end it off here. Thank you all for watching. I'm going to send you guys 7 views. Oh, why do you guys got all come at the end?
Do the Mario swing your arms from side to side. Come on, let's go. Let's try to do the Mario. One step. Mario. Oh, I got it now. You got it. It's the Mario. Do the Mario swing your arms from side to side. Come on, let's go. It's time to do the Mario. Step and then